I'm only going to say this one time, and I'm going to make myself very clear. You will never become a consistently profitable trader if you can't become a good loser. Losing is normal. It's part of the game. Can't handle it? Get better or stop trading. Today's trading day was a prime example. I took 2 trades, one of which stopped me for 5 points. In the second trade, I caught over 100 points of profit after starting my day down over $1,000 and ending it at $3,000 in cash money profits. No evals, no fundeds, real money every single day. And it wasn't just me. Thousands of my students who trade live with me caught the exact same trade as well.
How y'all doing if you took that trade? 2300, 218, 2198, 6K. 500 times 5, baby. 4781. Red to green, we'll take it. 450, 689 times 6 PAs, 215.
And in today's video, and by the end of today's video, I'm going to make sure you know my exact strategy so you can implement it as soon as tomorrow, and you have better systems in place to control your discipline, manage your risk, and be a better trader by market open tomorrow morning. And as always, if you guys do get value from this video, all I ask is you tap in, hit that subscribe button, hit that like, and join me every single morning for live trading inside Team Bull. If you're ready to join our community, have no lag, and be a part of something bigger than trading by yourself, or if you want to get to know me a little bit, join me on YouTube as well. There's a 4 to 6 second delay. However, I am live on my other YouTube channel. I'll put that below every single morning, and I'd love to have you join me as soon as tomorrow. So that being said, let's get to the money. Now, starting off today, we opened up and we had a very aggressive downtrend pre-market. We sold off about 500 points on NQ. So initially speaking, I'm going to be looking for a downtrend entry. Whenever we have an aggressive trend down or an aggressive trend up pre-market, I'm always going to look for that direction to carry on at market open until price action tells me otherwise. So what do we typically do? Or what do we do every single day? Not just typically, what do we do every day? We mark London lows, and then we mark our London highs, which is right around here. Here we go. Our London highs. Now that we have those marked out, we're going to wait for market to open, and then we find where price tells us it wants to head. We don't guess here. My strategy allows you to no longer have to guess in your trading. We trade probabilities, we trade what is most likely to happen, and we manage our risk when it doesn't happen. Today was a prime example. We saw our 15-minute orb play out, which are the next levels we mark, our 15-minute low and 15-minute high from market open. We turn those green to make sure that we don't confuse those with London highs and lows. And then we wait and see what happens. So we get a few aggressive candles up, a solid close above this level with confirming volume, as you'll see here. However, we never got the retest back down to enter the longs. So I don't catch any longs to the upside. What I am waiting to see is for a confirmation of a lower high to come in with volume confirmation. So the first time that that happens and our system fires is right here. We get this reversal candlestick here with higher volume. As we move back up, we close this candle, right? We close this candle weak. We have increasing volume, though it's not by much. We have an aggressive downside candle here. So on this pop up, I enter the shorts here with stops above the trend setting candle high here at 257, excuse me. And my goal here, and what I'd like to see happen in the trade, is we continue to move on down below this 15-minute low and then to low of day down here. Unfortunately, on this trade, and if you were trading live with me, you saw this. We ended up wicking myself out by 5 points here. 5 points here. I got swept to the upside and we continued down. Now, as I lost this trade, did I lose my composure? Nope. Did I immediately tilt into more trades? Nope. Did I think to myself, oh, this is a bad setup, I'm never going to take this again because it didn't work? Nope. I was telling the team live, I would take this trade 100 times, 200 times in a row, because I know statistically speaking, this trade is going to pay me over a long period of time. If I take this trade 100 times, it's going to work 60 of them. If I take this trade 200 times, it's going to work 120, 130 of those times. And as long as I manage my risk on the losers, the winners will keep paying me as they do on the next trade that I took. So I stay patient here. I stay patient here. I stay patient here. However, we now get a trend-setting candle, an aggressive red candle to the downside, below the 15-minute high with rising volume. So that tells me as we come up and retest this area up here, there's a very high probability that we use this as a lower high. We have sell orders left unfilled, and we continue our trek down to the downside. And that, my friends, is exactly what happens. It's not random. I do this for you live every day. I tell you this in these recaps every day. We get the aggressive move down. It confirms with 5-minute volume. We wait for the retest up here. I got a little earlier entry around 160. The best entry was around 170. We take the shorts here, stops above the trend-setting candle at 188, and we ride this to the downside. If you can manage your risk in seeing exactly where the trade isn't valid, know exactly how many points of risk you have on the table, and put the risk on and let it play out, that is how you are going to become a profitable trader. No more guessing. No more complicated strategies. The one thing that you can't do right is you have a very hard time with your discipline. If you can stick to a plan and stick to staying consistent in your system, in your strategy, and in your risk management and keeping promises to yourself, that's when profitability is going to come your way. That is what I tell my students every day. Every week in my Master Mentor group coaching calls, I drill into their brains. You guys need to follow your plan. You guys need to stay true to your systems. You guys need, if you have any sort of itch or impulse to go on tilt, to do something stupid, tag our chat members. Tag me in chat. That's why we have this small exclusive community, is 4 times like that, where you can be vulnerable. You can express what's about to happen, because this game is all about controlling your emotions. Yes, strategy is important, but also, yes, you're going to learn most of what you need to know learning from me every day. This is how the pros trade. You systemize your risk, you systemize your strategy, you implement it, and you execute it every single day, and that's how you win long term. That's how I'm able to make 10, 15K every single week. If I can make 50K plus a month trading, I am chilling, especially with minimal stress and minimal risk. That's what I look for longevity. That's what I want to see every single day when I get on a trade. I want to love what I do. I don't love what I do when I'm sitting there guessing or putting on too much risk or stressing. That sucks. Life is really short, and you should spend your days trading and learning with the right systems and the right strategy in place and the right risk management practices. And that's what you're going to learn here. Discipline over dopamine, trade smart, trade safe, stay focused, stick to the long-term vision. And if you do those things, congratulations, you're on your way to becoming a profitable trader. Tap in below if you want to learn more from me. If you're looking to become a funded trader, you can always use code JDUN for the best possible discounts. Apex 90% off ends tonight. It's September 2nd at midnight. If it's not September 2nd when you're watching this, you can still use code JDUN for the best discount, payout protection, and more. I'll see you guys in the next video. God bless. Peace.